Sorry. Oh, there we go. What's up, you guys? How we doing? Hopefully you're all having a good time and hopefully you had a good Valentine's Day. I know we did. Should be chill day today. We're almost done with Captain Flint. The thing looks great. Um, really happy with how the progress of that is going. I just try to a couple of more fine tuning for that one, and we'll get it ready. And then I can start printing it out over this week and post it up. But I also posted on Friday. We had the Silver Surfer go live, which I have sitting right here. So make sure you guys are going and check it out. UncannySculpts.com. Get yourself a Silver Surfer. We have a gridded teeth head and a yelling head. It's very cool. Add those to your collection so you don't have to deal with just a very stoic face. You can have multiple options if you wanted to. Very cool. Go check that out. Top of that, we've had, what was it, on Tuesday? Tuesday was the Marvel Legends panel, or their live stream. And that live stream had a bunch of reveals. And then they also were at New York Toy Fair, showing off a couple things. So there's quite a few things we can go over, and I'd like to jump in onto those. So let's start with the reveals. I love talking about those. If you guys want to let me know which one's your favorites, leave them in the comments below. I'd like to hear what you guys' thoughts are. But I wanted to give my thoughts on a bunch of these. Very good figures. Some of them are lackluster than the others, but it's all good. Tripa Toys, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for that was your order, right? This morning. I appreciate you, man. Hopefully I can get that out pretty soon here. Get that sent out to you. Alrighty, so we have, let's go to here. There we go, perfect. Let's go back to that. Boom. So thank you to MCU Collector. I'm going to use his Instagram page to help me look through these things. We have the Secret Wars wave got shown off. We have the Bullseye and Muse 2-pack that got shown off. We have the Avengers, what was it, Crossing? Something Crossing. Or just the Crossing, I think is what it was. There's that. They also showed off Onslaught, and they showed off an Archangel from X-Men 97, which can work for your comic one. And then they also showed off a Maximum Thor. We'll jump into those in just a second here. So, and then from New York Toy Fair, they showed off the Professor Hulk, which we had teased before, where they showed us the little blaster, and then just before New York Toy Fair, they showed off the bunny slippers. So I'll go into that, and then they had an Aaron Davis Prowler or Iron Spider suit. I'm not familiar where this one jumped into. I still have to do some deep diving to figure that out. I do love this head sculpt. That looks great. All right, so let's start with the Secret War stuff. Bunch of cool add-ons. Let's see. Does he have further pictures? I guess these are. All right, so we have Spider-Man. This one's like the symbiote is going up the arm. So there's a pattern or flow to it, which is very cool. And then you have the symbiote itself, which is exactly how it looks. It snaps into his hand, his palm, and then it just goes up. I mean, it's the Renew Your Vows body, so it's not too. It's a great articulation. The arm is a new sculpt here. It looks like the Venom legs kind of stop right here, but that's okay. I feel like it would look weird anyways, going that way. So we don't have anything on the butterfly joints. The sculpt looks really good. The colors look cool. It is a battle damage suit. That was the whole point in Secret Wars. They've gone through a lot of damage on their suits, and they were gonna use a synthetic creator to create new suits. And he ended up actually with a alien symbiote instead. So you're reusing probably some of the pieces from the battle damage Magic the Gathering Spider-Man for this, which was a great figure too. You know, it's all Renew Your Vows, so that's cool. I get it, depending on if I can find it for the price. My Spider-Man is all these Spider-Mans. I don't need another one like this. I'd rather fill it up with a character that's never been done before, like Hypno Hustler, and an upgraded figure like Spider-Man 2099. So there, or even Uncanny Spider-Man here. I still have him on my desk. So I don't know. It's good. It's a good figure. I'm okay on it for now. Another one they showed off, a Daredevil. Finally getting a Daredevil for anybody that missed out on the 3-pack one, which was a great figure. You should have picked it up. I mean, it was a good figure in other ways. Hopefully you were able to. I think that was a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so it might have been a bit more difficult for you at the time. People are mentioning that because it's based off of the Secret Wars toy, that's how they were with the black lines here, the big black double D's. And it looks good. It's a full new body. So this is done. I could have sworn it was done by what was it, Renee over Edge and Giant. Sculpted this. Fantastic looking figure. It's kind of like the Spider UK where it has like the stretched fabric. I love that look. Shoulders look great. Very articulated body. So fantastic. We're adding a new body to our existing catalog of well articulated pinless bodies. So this is cool. We do have a throwing hand and one fist, and the other one are 2 grips. And then what's cool about the what is it? I want to call them Eskrima sticks, I guess. This is a little peg that can come out, and so you can have him with either as one solid stick as so, or you can be separated and there's no peg. You don't have to sit there with a stupid peg sitting out of it, which is fantastic. I love that. So that's great. I do have my own already from, it was like a wired one from D Blake Makes. So if you haven't gotten yours yet, go check them out. I'm fine with that, but this is a cool ad. I like the Daredevil I already have, and I have my head sculpts already, so I don't think I need this one. If I find it for a good price, I think I'll pick it up. But you do get the effect as well, which is it plugs into the back. Let's see here. Does he have in all? And then you get, of course, the little lenticular shield thing, but that's garbage for me. Okay, so yeah, you can kind of see it here. I don't really see the peg. Oh, there's the peg right there. But yeah, just plugs into the back of his back. Okay, let's go to the next one. Falcon. I'm very much loving this Falcon figure. This one looks pretty dope. I'm glad I have a classic one. So my only gripe with this is this Red Wing. I know that the plug can come out of him, but why make it red? If he goes onto his arm, plugs into his arm, why make that red instead of white so it blends into his arm right there, the forearm? Like, it is either make it clear or make it white. The red doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, the only reason I would say it would be red is if it can go onto his shoulders here, but it doesn't seem like it. Looks like it's meant for his arm here. So that's kind of weird. I mean, you already have. I understand, like, they'll probably use red because of it's already using the same plastic as the wings or something like that. But if you're using that plastic already for something else, I mean, a different color, you're already using it in the white. Why couldn't you guys do the white? I don't know. That kind of sucks. But oh well. Maybe I'll create my own and just print it out in clear resin. But it sucks because it's like when it's a C-clip thing, when it's like resin, it needs to be a little bit. I need to make sure it's flexible if I'm going to do something like that. But whatever. I'm definitely adding it to my. I have a little nice display of like Giant Man with a bunch of like classic Avengers from the 90s not the 90s, like the 80s and 70s. So he's going to be added to there. We're using my little wall mounts. So I'm looking forward to adding him. And then, of course, one of my favorites here, New Mutants Magic. She is on a teenage body. I don't think it's new, but we do have a new arm here. We do have this new Mutants look for, which we had. The previous one was more of like a recent New Mutants, and this one is like the classic New Mutant stuff. The yellows don't seem to match to the X-Men 97 Sunspot, which kind of sucks. Or it sucks that the Sunspot was very pale yellow. She looks perfect. I hope we get more. I do know Cypher and Cannonball are shown off on the Onslaught and the Emma Frost the corners. I'll go over that in a second. So we know that there are more coming. I just hopefully we can finish out the team. We already have Warlock. We just need quite a few of the other ones to be redone, which they definitely need it. Those old ones they're lacking for sure. Articulation and the pinless technology is much needed added for it. So definitely that's Magic is day one for me. I might have an extra one so I can put it up on the wall here. I have like my the Walgreens one, or actually not even Walgreens, it's the re-release one on the wall here. So I definitely need that one. Constrictor, fantastic. I do like this one. It reuses the Mega Red little bendy wire thing. So if you have Mega Red, you can swap out those ones for the non-electrocuted look or non-energy version of it. But it does kind of suck that they're not bendy wires, so they're only in this formation. You can kind of move it around and stuff like that, but it is what it is here. They went for the blue, a very kind of lighter blue than I would have liked, versus a darker black. The original one was a darker black, and then also because of the way that the thing comes out, there is no, it's all one solid piece for the arm, which kind of sucks. But I don't really, it's hard to see a way out of that. So this is all one solid piece. There's no swappable hands, no swappable head. I like the head sculpt, it looks great. I do want to get this. Look at that, that looks badass for sure. I do want it. It is a way better upgrade than the was it like Return of Marvel Legends, because it was like the second or first wave that it came out in. So I've had this figure for a long time. So this one is a great upgrade for the Serpent Society. Hopefully we get more. Absorbing Man is another redo from 2016's Absorbing Man Bath. This one's about the Hercules body, they said. It's like ish. I agree with everybody else that he should have had like either swappable arms. Hopefully that something else comes out in the future and we get alternate another head sculpt or maybe something else. I don't know. Because I like the no eyebrows look. That looks better for me. My Absorbing Man Bath, like the eyes just are looking like constantly straight up. So I definitely need this update for my Secret Wars display with Galactus. I have all my villains displayed. So I definitely think the Absorbing Man is great. It's a new ball and chain. So it's a little bit different than the previous one. I didn't like the other one. It was kind of small, so you can kind of wrap it around the side here. It's a little odd, but it looks cool. It's good sculpt on the legs. I feel like we've seen these legs before. Yeah, you guys remember if we... Do we have anybody that was like this big with these things, or is this new? I feel like maybe at this size, this is new. I've seen something similar, but maybe not at this size. Let me know otherwise. Triple Toy says Daredevil, Constrictor, the Muse Bullseye pack are the ones I'm most in. I don't blame you, man. Those are good ones. We're gonna let's jump into that Daredevil Bullseye set. So this is packed, loaded with stuff. This is on Hasbro Pulse. These ones are perfect if you have my Muse head sculpt or my Bullseye head sculpts. You can put them on here if you wanted to. So I'm going to try to do that. I was looking for Muse, so you can get an angry expression from my head sculpt to put on this if you wanted to. But yeah, tons of blood on the weapons and himself as well. Bullseye's got some blood, a bloody face up. I really like these like dagger holding, the knife holding hands. And then let's see what else we got here. They got a baseball bat. Jeez, they got so many. This one's got so many accessories. These got a spray paint can. Oh, nice. Bullseye can hold onto the axe and the I guess it's axe. I was gonna say tomahawk, but I think it's an axe. And the knife in the back there. This is definitely a new. I know the boots look new. This looks new. I mean, I know the top is like a sunfire body mold, but looks great. Definitely need this. Bullseye is pretty spot on to his comic look for this one. So they added a little bit of detailing on the arms here for to give him some arm hair, which is nice. Always like details. Definitely want to try to put some of my head sculpts onto this one. Looks very dope. I'm definitely in for this one. It's $55.99. It's a Pulse exclusive, as I said. So make sure you don't miss out on this. Like the what's it called? I'm blanking. The 3-pack. The Bullseye Daredevil 3-pack Elektra. Don't miss out on this one because this looks worth it. I mean, I feel like it's always the Bullseye. Everybody's like, oh, I don't really care for this version. I want the regular one, but it's still pretty cool. I'm okay with another version that's different, more different than the one that came in that 3-pack. Luke Cage, as far as like that body, the legs, I'll have to look into that because I don't know if he had jeans. He did. I'll look into that one. See if it's the same. Nice sniper rifle here. I think we've gotten this before, like a Black Widow or something like that, but it looks good. Nice nice colors on it. Let's see here. Look at so much you get right here. This is great. This is flushed out. And then for the same price of $55.99, you can either get this or you can get this depressing looking box. Nothing but extra hands and not even the running hands for Quicksilver. But I do like these head sculpts. Those are pretty nice. It's just pretty bare bones. I'll probably be passing on this. I have no connection to the crossing stuff at all. I do know you can mix some of the Jim Lee era X-Men with the Avengers in this situation. There was like a Onslaught run or storyline going on with this one. So that if you want to build that up, I do know that there was like in the leaks that there is a Vision and Scarlet Witch coming as well. So it looks like they do want to continue working on this team setup. I think there was a Thor, crazy looking Thor. There's an Iron Man for this one as well. So we'll see how quickly they make it. This is using the that Black Widow body. So it's a nice, highly articulated body. And then we got another Sunfire body again. With the, I believe it's got to be pinless. Yeah, let's see. Pinless, yep, right here. So these pinless arms and legs, just like the new Silver Surfer. Basically the same thing. But head sculpts are great. I would just get it for just the head sculpts if I wanted to. But yeah, hopefully I can find this one on sale because I don't care about the designs and I don't have enough space in my display for all these different ones. But yeah, see, exactly. I like the Black Widow head sculpts, but I'm not buying this pack. Yeah, I don't blame you. If for some reason there's a crazy deal that it's like $25, I'll pick it up. But I think it's Pulse and participating retailers. I don't think it's a fan channel. So that means it's going to be out there more often. And if you guys missed the BAF for Onslaught, you can get him again. So it's a little bit better, more accurate in, I guess, the fingers. The other one was all purple. And if you don't care, if it doesn't matter, it's all the same thing anyway. So if you already had that BAF, I would hold on to it. I have my BAF. I'm okay. I don't need this, but it's great that people are getting it, especially like with this, the Avengers Crossing figures are coming out. And then also I think X-Men 97 is starting to get, it looks like it was hinting at Onslaught toward the end of season 1. So it'd be nice for people to get it. And then, like I said, we got Cannonball up here and we got Cypher here. And then we already have the release Emma Frost. I don't think she's released yet, but they already showed her off and you're available for pre-order and stuff like that. Then you got the Onslaught here. So those New Mutant stuff are coming. I know a lot of you guys are going to be loving this Archangel. I'll pick this one up. I didn't like the the Bucky Cap ones anymore, so this is a great ad. They made the tuning fork looking, the collapsed wings look for his for him this time. This one is a little bit different in the back, so like the ones I created will not fit this one. I believe this is like a single peg in the back, and it's not the double wide pegs. Okay, hold on. Maybe it is a double. It's hard to tell because it looks like the wings can plug into here, but I thought it was. Let's see, because you can see right here. This is how the wings plug together, is with this piece, and I feel like that's like one peg. It doesn't feel like the two pegs like the X-Force Archangel was, because that one had to have two sets of wings on there. So if that's true and it's not the same exact hole situation, like I guess maybe it's here. I don't know if it works. If it's the double pegs like the other Angel was, then we can totally use my collapsed wings, or you can use this one. So now you can add this to your other one. But yeah, he looks pretty cool. Get double 2 head sculpts, I believe, and you get a random gun for either cable for him to hold on to, whatever you want to do. And he does come with a gripping hand for the gun at least, and then the fist, and then the 2 open hands with the more claw-like looks to them, which is great. I do want this. $40 for this one. New deluxe price. It is what it is, but yeah, I'll try to pick that one up. The Maximum Thor. I'm definitely picking this one up as soon as I can. I love this look for Thor, and I'm glad he's getting a nice updated feature for him, especially with the cape. The soft goods cape is a great. It's not just soft goods too; it's wired. Not like Dr. Doom's was just soft goods. This one's wired. I'm fantastic. I appreciate that. You get a couple things here. You get a little half piece of the Mjolnir's handle for it to go in the back. So to make it look like he has it back there without the bulky handle or the actual hammer. And then he has 2 of these crackling effects pieces, which are fantastic. I have them right here still. I love these effects. These look really good. It only sucks is that, if it's too hot, they'll start drooping and bending, but they're very good. I like these. So it's great to get more of these with him. The horn itself, I can't remember what the situation was that was. And then we do get Throg as well. So if you're adding to your Pet Vengers, if you still have the old Jeff, now you have the Lockjaw. There's a Lockheed. We've got a Cosmo from the MCU one. You can kind of use that one. So I was kind of piecing together, and I was like, okay, we have quite a few of the Pet Vengers here. Yeah, because you can just keep going with those. There's who else can we get for the Pet Vengers? Oh yeah, we have Bats. I had them sitting. Bats was sitting right here not too long ago, and I can't find them anymore, so I didn't put it together. But yeah, it just keeps adding with the Pet Vengers. Comes with this Mjolnir that's connected to the fist for being pulled away, which is fantastic. People are complaining about there not being a spinning effect for the Thor. However, that spinning effect one, if you wanted to use it, you probably could. However, the hammer itself is different, so that's probably why they didn't reuse that mold. It doesn't have the writing on it, and that's just how it was during the classic ones. They can't have the writing. This one's at this time, I believe, didn't have that look. It's just a different era. So I can understand not doing the spinning effect with that, but it'd be great. So if you have the Thor spinning effect from the Ragnarok Thor, fantastic. Throw that in there. If you don't, probably find it somewhere. Just, I don't know. You guys can have fun with it as you please. but I think is really great. And what's fantastic is they are starting to do the swappable faceplate situation with these. The hair and then the hair and helmet are two separate pieces. So like this is one separate piece from the head sculpt. And then the hair and helmet is a different piece. So you can have three faces you can swap around. You can have them just with the hair. You can have them with the helmet, whatever you want. So that's fantastic. That's the way to go for, especially with these long-haired characters. Just swap out the heads. So I definitely love this. I'm gonna pick this up. Look at the articulation here. I'm down for this. This Thor from like 2012 was crap. Compared to this, and even like has ankle pivot. Look at that. The other one doesn't have that. No way. So yeah, it's $55.99. I honestly was thinking this was gonna be a the same price as the Hulk was, and so I'm happy that it's even lower than that one is. And this is a completely fresh new body, no reuse at all. They're like Spider-Man is blank, so they can kind of get reuse out of this. I don't see them being able to reuse this. Deadpool was a fantastic figure, and the posability of it was great. And I hope this one has just as much fun factor with that as well. So definitely need him for sure. Hopefully in the future we get a ice giants for the frost giants for them to attack. But hopefully they'll see that in the future. All right. So, and then the last two things were the Professor Hulk. He's got the removable slippers. It's basically the same body as like the Maximum or the 80th anniversary ones, but it's not a soft torso here. He's not going to do the thunderclap. So it's a new torso with with that sculpting of the his little wife beater, I guess you would say. And then the pants here are pinless now. So these are new pants. Otherwise, everything like this is reused. This is reused. Hopefully, and then so I've heard people saying that this head sculpt is very similar to the one in Marvel's Capcom. So if you take this head sculpt and put on like the Maximum Hulk, you could probably get the Marvel's Capcom look for that. And he doesn't come with a big ass gun. He just comes with this smaller gun, and then the bandolier, and then the glasses. I wonder how the bandolier comes on and off, because it looks, you can totally get it off. I wonder how easy that is. Hopefully, maybe it means like a peg in the back or something like that, like, you know, just kind of like this situation. But definitely, I think we don't get enough Hulk, so I like to pick it up as soon as I can. Again, I need to do research on this Aaron Davis's Iron Spider, see what's going on with this, because I love the head sculpt, but I don't need another Iron Spider. With MJ Iron Spider and the regular one, the legs just get too much, so I don't know if I need this. That's pretty much it. Lots of good stuff. I think the whole Secret Wars wave, I'll be picking and choosing for the most part. Magic is the day one. The Bullseye and Muse 2-pack is instant pre-order. Our Archangel, I'll have to pick him up as soon as I see him. Constrictor and Falcon are for sure quick pickups if I see it in person at a store. I hate having to see it at GameStop, because then they put them at $30 and they're $28. I don't even like paying $28 for them, but whatever. At least if I have a $5 coupon, I'll pick them up at GameStop. You get your $5 monthly with pro memberships. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't need Onslaught. Probably passing on the crossing stuff. Maximum Thor, as I said, it was a day one for sure. And then the Professor Hulk, I'll probably pick that one up as well. We just need more Thors and more Hulks, man. Add more. We just got the Executioner. We just got the Enchantress. So fantastic. I'm glad we're getting these guys. All right, go follow MCU Collector, guys. He has all in his what's it called? The I don't even know what it's called. I even have it where you messages and stuff like that. But he throws in when things are up and available. So go check that out for sure. All right, let's take that down and let's get back to business of the ZBrush. Let's get another sculpt. All right, bring myself over here. All right, wonderful. What are you guys picking up? Any of those figures? Oh, this is pretty weird. Turn this off. Oh, okay. That's why. Interesting. Alright, I need to continue with the hair. So we'll try to give the hat some texture. I'll give it a band that goes around it here. I'll try to give this a little bit edgeware here. And then finish the hair, and he pretty much is done. Okay, let's take this. Kind of sucks because it's not symmetrical, but oh well. Mm-hmm. I still wasn't able to find any looks of the hat on the top itself, but we'll just continue with making it look like this as it is. Let's see here. Let's extract 0. Accept. Then let's go geometry 0 measure. You know what? I need to fix this because that's not going to work. So let's go to here. All right. I can just fine tune it later. Extract, accept. Now we can 0 mesh, half. go. There we go. Oops. Geometry. Okay. All right. Now we have a low poly. Mesh, polygroup all. Now let's just bevel this edge. I don't know, does this thing look a little too oh, you know what? I need to throw it in a little bit more here. It's a little too high, like not high, but thick. Like it's not wide enough here. Or it's too wide there, I mean. Let's go. Okay. All right, not too shabby. Leave it like that. Color. Let's go here. Let's make it a little bit brighter. Divide that. Cool. All right. God, well, here's my PC going off. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. All right, so go here. Let me plug up this a little bit here. Oops. And then I was thinking about what I want to do for future Cosmic Legions ideas, and we've been watching the Seth MacFarlane show Orville. There's a bunch of cool, alien designs in there, and I might try to do what the enemy is called, the Krill. I feel like that design could be pretty similar to what I've done before / something new. So I think it could be pretty fun. So I might try that in the future here. And if you don't know Orville very well, I definitely recommend you go check it out. It's a great series. It's on Disney Plus / Hulu. All right, let's go here. Let's duplicate this. All right. So, and curve. him. It's like his hair has like it's like constantly flowing. Let's go here. All right, nice. Duplicate. What kind of alien creature would you guys want to see in the future? Do I do a like a poll beforehand of like different things we want to add, like how many eyes, you know, does he have horns, is he scaly, is it furry, you know, just different attributes, and we can just come up with something, or do we go off of an actual creature? Okay, so this, let's try to get this one a little bit closer to the hair that's already existing. So there's a little bit more clumping. There we go, that's not too bad. Let's fill in this little gap here. Have you guys ever watched Treasure Planet before? What did you guys think of it? If you haven't yet, make sure you definitely add that to your list of classic Disney movies to watch. It's just basically Treasure Island, but in space. And I hope it gets if there's anything that deserves a live action remake, it's between that and Atlantis. I will die on that hill. Let me close this up. Snip, stop whining. Okay, let's do this a little thicker. Curve, bring that down. Let's bring this about right there. Okay, not too shabby. German Toy says it's been a while since you watched it. Fair enough. Definitely worth a rewatch. Okay, let's make sure. Okay, we're kind of touching here. Let's squeeze that. Let's go over there. Okay. Let's try to get another big one like in this little crevice here. Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? Since they've been releasing these Secret Wars figures, I haven't really looked at what's in those old figures. What else have they? What else can they do? Who else can they do? I think from the shirt that Dan Yoon had, there was like, what was it? Hobgoblin, I think is what's on there. Looks okay. Snips, stop whining, please. Little butthead. Give you love in a little bit. She's attention deprived. We look away from her for 1 second. Yeah, Hobgoblin would definitely be great. What was the Jack-o'-lantern? That was pretty. Oh no! Jack-o'-lantern was opposite because the chainmail was on the chest and not the arms. But yeah, definitely they need a new Hobgoblin / Green Goblin, a new body for that one because those joints now are too loose and kind of crappy. My Green Goblin's a little crap. I would love a maximum Green Goblin, that's for sure. Imagine that's something they do in the future. They do maximum villains to go with the villains they already have. So like we get a maximum Green Goblin, a maximum Loki. If they do maximum Loki, I would want that siege look. That would be fantastic. Yeah, I feel like once they do a couple of these heroes, they definitely need to do some villains. Oh crap! I forgot to duplicate this one. Let's duplicate that. Go here. Alright, duplicate that again. Let's move this here. Is anybody able to look back at those old Secret Wars and see if there's anything that we're missing? I don't know. I'll do it in a second here. Hold on. Let me just get one more of these little hairs. There we go. That's not too bad. Now I just need to fill in this one here. Cool. All right, let's see. Secret Wars action figures, vintage. Okay, let's go. Image. All right, so there's a Wolverine. We already got Wolverine. There's Doc Ock. There's a Baron Zemo. There's a King. There's a Magneto. Iron Man. We already got Iron Man, I guess. There's a Doom. We've got that Doom with the 2-pack. The Spider-Man. There's the Daredevil. We just got the Daredevil. So yeah, Baron Zemo, King, Magneto, Hobgoblin, and Doc Ock seem to be what's left. At least what I'm seeing right here, I'm seeing Wolverine, Cap, Baron Zemo, King, Iron Man, Magneto, Black Suit Spider-Man, Doc Ock, regular suit Spider-Man, and then you got Hobgoblin, Falcon, Dr. Doom, and Daredevil. Let me see if there's others. Seems to be it. And there's a bunch of other characters that were in Secret Wars, but at least that's what was the vintage wise. I wouldn't mind the new Dr. Octopus, but I'm okay with what I have for that one. You know, with Magic wasn't in the original one, I guess, right? Well, because the Constrictor was, so I'm definitely missing some, huh? Okay, here, this is a bigger one. Let me open this up for you guys to see. One sec. It's a little grainy here. Let's go remove this. Share screen. There we go. All right. So Baron Zemo, Captain America, Trickster, Daredevil, Dr. Doom, Doc Ock. Oh, there's Electro, Falcon, Hobgoblin, Iceman, Iron Man, King, Magneto, Spider-Man, Spider-Man Black, Wolverine with black claws, Wolverine with gray claws. So it looks like there was a 3-pack. Puppies. You need to go potties. Yeah, I feel like we already have Baron Zemo. I'm okay on that. We don't really need Doc Ock. We just got that Iceman one there. Yeah, I mean, unless they want to keep doing more things, because I'm surprised they did Magic in this Secret Wars, because I don't think she was in the comic. Like, I know, of course, Absorbing Man was. See, what they need to do is instead of based off the original things, they have that Magma. I don't know, Magma. Who came with Titania? There was 2 girls. I want to say it was. Is it Magma? I want to say so. Secret Wars Hawkeye would be cool. Yes, definitely Hawkeye. Let me see here. Let me go share this screen instead. All right, so if we go Wars comic 84. All right. Whoops. All right, so we have this Doc Ock. We did need Wasp. Don't need to worry about that. We've gotten this Rogue. Could get a Mohawk Storm. I'm okay with not having that, but here's Alex Ross one. Yeah, Hawkeye on the Secret Wars cover. If you need him with just because I would like a Hawkeye, or not new, but another Hawkeye. Just because I have one in the West Coast Avengers display, and I need another one in my Giant Man display. But yeah, there's the Mohawk Storm for this one. Nightcrawler, we have that one. We have this new X Factor Cyclops. Looks like here's like you can use this Wasp. This is a new one that we haven't gotten in a long time. But Fantastic Four, I would like to see new Fantastic Four for sure. There's a She-Hulk in that outfit. It's a more grainier version, I guess. So this is kind of like how I have my display right now. I have Galactus sitting up top, and then I've got Doc Ock, Molecule Man, Lizard. I need the new Wrecking Crew, man. I have these 3. I just need, is it Wrecking Ball? The one that actually has the Wrecking Ball itself. I guess that makes sense. So you have Titania, and then God, what's her friend's name? Because they basically they weren't pulled there; they were pulled on the world itself. And then her friend ended up falling in love with Molecule Man. Let's see, Secret Wars. Is it Magma? Yes, you get Claw on that one as well. So he showed up a little bit later. Okay, so here, this is the one I'm talking about. Oh, of course, it's super blurry and I can't read it, but oh well. I'm trying to see if I could read. Oh, Volcana. Was it Volcana? Volcana? Let's see. Let's go Marvel Volcana. I don't even know if she's been in anything more recently. This is Titania. This would be her, Volcana. And then you can see her with Magma. This almost looks like a She-Hulk body with that head sculpt. There's her without the powers. So she's pretty big. Damn. Yeah, I'll take Volcana just to help me finish up the rest of those villains on that side. She had a few different looks, I guess. Volcanic Ash, interesting. So I don't know too much about her, but Volcano could be a next possibility. All right, let's go take that out. Let's continue sharing the ZBrush. I think if we're gonna go somewhere, let's go with Hobgoblin, Volcana, Hawkeye, and then let's start getting those new Fantastic Four figures in that wave. Let's do Mr. Fantastic and do possibly a Thing. No, I would want a Thing, but in like, no, it is. We don't need a new Thing because we had the classic one. It's the same colors. If they can make those colors the same as they had previously, I would just go for a Mr. Fantastic and a maybe a Human Torch 2-pack or Invisible Woman 2-pack. But definitely Mr. Fantastic, so we can get the ability to get better. What's it called? The stretchable arms, or because that version doesn't have stretchable arms. It just has the stretchable fingers, which is pretty stupid. Here. Just try to keep this close. Yeah, cool. I feel like I need to fill in. Yeah, I need to fill in this gap right here. I can go with a smaller version. Wouldn't they just re-release the FF retro card figures? Yeah, I suppose they could re-release those. However, I don't want just a re-release of those because one, the Visible Woman's head sculpt was kind of crap, and Mr. Fantastic was not stretching at all. Human Torch was great, and Thing was fantastic. No problem with those. But I definitely would say a new Mr. Fantastic, and then Invisible Woman, they redo it. They do it because that, I believe, didn't have the pinless technology as well. So that would be fantastic if we get the pinless Human Torch and a pinless Mr. Fantastic with the stretching arms, and then a pinless Invisible Woman. I think she needs that for sure the most. So it's like, I wouldn't really want a re-release of those ones. Thing you could probably get away with. Hasbro could always redo them with newer pinless bodies, just keeping expectations low since they cheap out sometimes. Yes. Yeah, it cheap out here and there, for sure. But usually it's to save costs for something else that is better. But you never know. Okay, it's not showing through that. Let's duplicate. Let's go to Gizmo 3D. Yeah, I definitely think the Fantastic Four could use a new upgraded, especially the retro ones. Yeah, another thing I was talking about with Captured James was the Red Ghost. I'd like to see him get a figure soon, and if we can get some more in the retro style, that would be pretty cool. Get re-releases, or not re-releases, but a new initiative to put more figures out in the retro cards of Fantastic Four. I feel like there wasn't enough of those. There was that one wave. I mean, Ghost Rider needs the more of that retro love, but I'd like to see more Fantastic Four retro figures. Get those villains out there for the F4. I think that's where they need the most. So yeah, Maximum Fantastic Four, their basic classic suits, yes. I think they needed the most. Visible Woman for sure needs the most, and Mr. Fantastic needs that the most as well. But you can get probably with the Fang, you can get him in his trench coat and stuff like that. But basically, I mean, honestly, a Maximum F4 is just the what the hell is it called? The Mezco. The Mezco's figures. That's his pretty much what you would get in the Maximum, but in better quality. I wish I had the money during that time to pick up the Mezco's Fantastic Four. They came back in stock at one point, and I was like, "Ooh!" I was like, I want to, but I just didn't. I wasn't ready for that. So I should probably make this one go like this. Bam. And then we'll duplicate. And then move this one over a wee bit. And curve. Let's go over here. Boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. So we could probably do a little bit longer. Same with this one. Okay, let's duplicate that again. What would oh yeah, Wizard, Mole Man. I'm related to the recent Manhole cover tease. Yes, hopefully Mole Man is the next like made to order situation with was it Gargantos? No, that's the Shumagora thing. Was it Giganto? I can't remember what it's called. Maker, Red Ghost, like you said, well, maybe Pasta Pot Pete or Paste Pot Pete. The Mad Binker would be a good one. The puppet, what was it? The Puppeteer? Oh, the Alicia Masters. Those would be good. Yeah, I feel like a villain's retro card would be really good because you can play with them in their classic outfits. But that would just make me I feel like we would need the F4, a new F4 if they're gonna do that. To which, luckily, I'm ready for that. Alright, this isn't too bad. I dig this. Alright, let's add a couple smaller ones again. Probably like this one. Duplicate. What would you guys want to see for like a classic or like a retro card, a new retro card? What theme? I mean, I think I'd like to see between Fantastic Four and Ghost Rider, honestly. Like, there's a lot of good characters that Ghost Rider has for classic characters. Zerathos. We already have King Mephisto. We just got Blackheart. Can get a. We just got Phantom Rider. Damn. I'll have to look back at what else is in there. And we're now getting a new classic Ghost Rider. Interesting. Let's see here. Giganto and some Moloids. Yeah, Giganto and some Moloids. For sure. King's previous versions. Oh, yes. It was like one was like Ramatut. I can't remember what the other one was called. Yes, that'd be interesting since we're getting different. We could get some different kings. Maybe Sabretooth on an updated body. What? I feel like that 2-pack Sabretooth came out recently was very good for an updated body. I know it's. Did it have pins? I think it did have pins. What would you want? Like would you want like a new body, or is there an already existing body you think is great? Because I think they nailed it with that one. If I'd want, would you say Mastermind on a retro card? Mastermind. Yeah, I could see that being nice on a retro card for collectors like that. We need a new Domino figure. Yes, Domino needs it for sure, especially the X-Force ones. Let's see. I think this needs something more in this, like this spot here. It'd be cool. You know what would be good was like a an X-Force retro card. That'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Scale. Let's go here. Let's bring this up a little bit. This move. That. Probably on the Walmart Venom X-Force Warpath. Oh yeah, it does have that reverse waist crunch, huh? That's a pretty good update. Okay. As long as if it's pinless, yeah. But I feel like that would come like a lot. You know, that'd have to be a while since they just had that 2-pack. Maybe what was it, like two years ago? I could see a Sabretooth being on a retro Secret Wars card. That'd be interesting. How far does this thing come up his head? I guess it's pretty far. Let's go bring this up a little bit more. Let's bring this out. Bring that in. That's not horrible. Don't mind that. Let's see if I can't clean this up a little bit. Alright, I think hair-wise, it's done. Let's bring this one, turn this off. At the bottom. Let's put this at the top. Okay, let's go with this part up here. Let's take the cloth brush and let's just lightly do it here. Okay. Not too shabby. All right, I think I feel like we're pretty much done here. Let's go teeth. Let's make sure that they have enough geometry. Fine. Cool. All right, not too shabby, guys. I'm digging this for sure. If anything, just because we can have fun with it, let's take this color here. Let's go a little bit darker. BST, RGB. Turn the Z off. Symmetry. Yeah, okay. So he's got pretty dark eyes. Okay. And then, let's see here. This one's kind of... like this. Cool. All right, guys. I think we're pretty much done here. I think it. Updated black cat. Yes, definitely need a black cat. Let's see here. There's some versions of characters that are slightly modern that might not fit the retro card line, except Spider-Man related characters for some reason. They're just randomly selected. Yeah. That Spider-Man wave and the X-Men waves. We haven't had a. Oh yeah, we have. I mean, X-Men stuff, it isn't really modern stuff. Yeah, Spider-Man was. You get a bunch of modern stuff in the Spider-Man waves. It is kind of random on that one. X-Men hasn't really done too much modern in the retro waves. If it's Spidey stuff, personally, and I know they won't make these, but I like Webweaver and Sun Spider. But for everyone else, Man Spider and Spider Hulk would be perfect options. Webweaver, that's Madam Web, right? Webweaver. Oh wait, no. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's Edge of Spider-Verse stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of okay on any of the Edge of Spider-Verse stuff. It's an interesting look, though. Also like an updated Black Cat with the fur on the sides of her legs and gloves. Yes, definitely. I know what you mean. Definitely need to get one of those on the Black Widow body instantly. So we need an updated Black Cat. Silver Sable would be nice. Like in this Jessica Drew, yes. New Jessica Drew. The other one was, it's been a while, and it's single jointed elbows. Yeah, she needs something better. Maybe it's too soon. They put her in the Scroll 2 pack as Veronica, and it was old one. Yeah, no, it's. I don't think it's too soon for that. We can go for a new one for sure. I think anybody would like that, and especially if, right now she was in like the New Avengers, and she was around that time with the Heroes Reborn, where this Maximum Thor is coming out. So it's not bad timing to put her out right now, because it would go with that. No, Web Weaver is one of the new characters. Yeah, okay. So yeah, she was that one. One of the. She was like a fashion designer or something like that. I don't know. I barely saw that one. But yeah, there's plenty of good stuff we can get. Hopefully in the future. We'll see what happens. Only time will tell. Let's go here. I just realized this could be a little bit more cut in. Let's do one little smaller one right here. Let's go here, duplicate. There we go. This. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. We're about an hour and a half in. We're already almost done with this previously, so it was a pretty quick one for today. But I think this is very interesting, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I know you, Gaijin and Trippin' Toys, I know you guys aren't much of Mythic Legions collectors, but hopefully somebody else finds this and loves it and wants to add it to their collection. I'd like to try to see what body this could work with. I have to put some together. Have like a Buccaneer body. But yeah, that's a wrap on this, guys. Next week we'll jump into a new Marvel one. I'll have to figure out which one I want to do. If you have options, please send me references, and if it's something I really want to work on, I might do so. Like I just did the Silver Surfer. So definitely go check those out. Maybe it'll be Venom. I said I was going to do Venom a long time ago, but we'll see. I have been wanting to do new Fantastic Four. I do want to do Fantastic Four head sculpts. So, like the Ghost Rider, I would do with the Ghost Rider one for Human Torch. Like that resin I use for the Ghost Rider. Maybe I can use that for Human Torch. But yeah, we'll see where we go. We'll see where we'll go with it. that's it for today, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you guys next week. Join us at the same time, same place, 8 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, over on YouTube, also Twitch if you guys are interested in Twitch, or Instagram if you guys are watching on Instagram, which unfortunately I cannot read the comments of Instagram. But that's pretty much it, and we'll see you guys next time. I'll try to post, and I'll try to post if I'm not going to be doing it, but I'm pretty sure we'll be doing it. I've got some time to do so. And check out my my Pokemon, my life-size Pokemon things. I keep posting them in stories. I'm working on a new one pretty soon here, so I just finished printing out my Houndour. But yeah, go check those out. Or I got to make a post again because I got to redo it. Anyways, I'll see you guys. Monday. Deuces.